What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Martin, aka Level, here on the Level Up channel, and today we are here to do a reaction video to NFL star Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend. Says he's a narcissist. I guess she was on Inside Edition, and she had a couple of things to say regarding Travis Kelce and his new relationship with Taylor Swift. I don't know much about the ex-girlfriend or Taylor Swift, to be honest with you, but I do know a lot about Travis Kelce being a big NFL football fan of sports. You know, I do know a lot. And so because of the things that I've seen recently, I have a lot that I have to say. I can't lie. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and do this reaction. I guess she was going to be on Inside Edition, and she said whatever the fuck she felt like she needed to say. So Swifties are definitely going to probably come after me on this one. And you know what? I don't really give a fuck. I just felt like some things needed to be said. If you could please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as this really does help out the channel moving forward. And without any further ado, let's get into the video. But yeah, I guess the bitch that was talking all this shit, because, you know, she didn't have the balls to go tell him directly. She had to go on something like Inside Edition to say everything she needed to say, was this girl right here. Don't even know her fucking name. The only relevance that she had ever in her life, honestly, was dating Travis Kelce. And I guess she was on that dating show that he hosted, or that he was on, or whatever.
She's the beauty who says she was betrayed by Taylor Swift's new boyfriend, Travis Kelce.
Like the saying goes, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Maya Benberry dated the Kansas City Chiefs tight end in 2016.
Certain qualities don't change in men. I feel like Travis is a narcissist, so most narcissists don't change.
And she kind of just seems like a bitch right off the bat. I mean, for any woman to come on Inside Edition to let all this shit out, I mean, you didn't have to. When Inside Edition asked to interview you regarding the situation, you could have said no. On top of that, how long have y'all been broken up? I don't even know. And the fact that y'all are broken up and the fact that he's moved on with someone else just shows that you talking about this now means you're not over him. I mean, none of him being with anybody else should bother you. And then her going on to Inside Edition to want to talk about all this shit just shows even more the kind of person that she is. Sounds like a bitch to me.
Her romance started when she was a contestant on the e-dating reality show, Catching Kelce. Maya beat out 50 other women vying for Travis's heart. She says they dated for 8 months before it all came crashing to an end.
You dated 8 months? And you're still holding on? Because even if you're holding on to the grudge of him cheating on you, that's a bit sad, to be honest. How pathetic.
You thought you were going to marry him?
I did.
Too bad.
Were you in love with him?
I was.
In love with his money?
He met my parents. I had a key to his penthouse. To me, that means that you're pretty serious.
Did he cheat on you?
Yes.
The 31-year-old life coach says she learned about his indiscretions on social media. And now she says she's not sure if Kelce's romance with Taylor Swift is for real.
The only reason that I question the genuineness of the relationship is because he's talking to the media a lot.
If he cheated on you, because I believe they're just allegations, right? I don't know if it was ever confirmed if he cheated or not. Let's just assume that he did cheat. I'm not saying that cheating is something that you should do. I'm not saying that it's right at all. It's completely wrong. What I am saying, though, is that for somebody who cheated on you, it should have been a lot easier to move on.
How do Swifties react to you?
Swifties are aggressive, very negative, very hypocritical. It's really crazy to me that someone that I think is, you know, positive and really nice has such a negative and angry fan base.
I agree with the most of that. From what my understanding is, doesn't she write about every single ex-boyfriend she's ever broken up with? On the cool there, for a while there, a long time ago, I felt like she was just getting with people to break up with them just so she had a song to write, if we're being completely honest. But I will admit, the one thing that she did land right on the head of the nail was the fact that all Swifties are kind of hypocritical. They're all kind of negative. And we'll get to that a lot more later. A lot more later.
How do you feel about Taylor Swift?
I don't know Taylor Swift, but I'm a fan of her music. You know, I don't feel any way about her dating Travis. It's cute. I mean, I had him first, so.
The narrative is you're a bitter ex-girl.
For any girl to make the argument, I had him first, only shows how much of them being together really gets to you. It's honestly sad. For you to have to make that argument just shows how you're still hanging on to him. But to make the comment, I had him first, You just sound fucking pathetic. You just sound stupid. I don't really know what else to say. That's just being a bitch. Honestly, I tell you how it is. And that's just sad. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
The narrative is you're a bitter ex-girlfriend who's out for her 15 minutes of fame.
Sounds like
How do
it.
you feel about that?
I'm offended because 5 years ago when I said the allegations about cheating and when I talked about that we were together for 8 months, his camp and team and even himself, he didn't say anything about it. I do feel a way because I did like you. I felt like I fell in love with you. It's nothing about Taylor. It's more about you led me to believe that we had a future. And now 5 years later, you're laughing. Now I feel like you're mocking me. I'm not jealous or bitter about Taylor.
What part is mocking you? What part is I've never once heard him bring up that ex-girlfriend or whoever the fuck she is. I don't even know her fucking name still, and they probably already said it. I haven't heard one thing about her. Okay, I'm seeing here that they broke up in May 2022. Bitch, it's October. As I'm recording this, it's October 1st. It is October 1st of 2023. A year and a half later, and you still can't get over this shit. You still feel the need to have some relevance and some ties to fucking Travis.
She's beautiful, she's successful. We're in two different lanes. My issue is more with Travis in the sense of now you're trying to turn me into, I don't know, a bitter person or a liar, like I'm delusional, and I'm the furthest thing from that.
When did he say that? Am I missing that? People are gonna have to let me know down below. Am I missing something? Did he say that? Did he go on there and on his podcast or in interviews in the media and say that this Caleb bitch is a liar and a bitter old person?
Well, we reached out to Travis Kelce for his comment about that cheating allegation. We didn't hear back from him.
Of course you didn't, you stupid white old bitch. He's got other things to worry about. He's got a game that he just played last night, or it's 11:55 as I'm recording this, right? So yeah, tonight on Sunday Night Football. He had a lot of fucking other things to worry about. He's got a new girl that he's trying to get with. He ain't got time to talk about some fucking allegations that happened a long time ago. That just makes fucking sense. I mean, he's obviously moved on, and obviously this white old bitch and that old bitter woman, Kayla, just didn't move on from it. I mean, I wouldn't have responded either. What the fuck do I look like talking to Inside Edition while worrying about my football career right now and dating or talking to the new girl that I'm talking to? Because honest to God, that could have been the worst thing. From a man to man, that would have been the worst fucking thing he could do. Is if he's trying to move on to a different woman, but responded to a question regarding his ex-girlfriend. Brother, you're just asking for trouble. Good job, Travis. Good job. Now, Bitter Woman here did make a comment earlier that I do kind of agree with. And now I want to show the different clip. And the comment that she made was,
Swifties are aggressive, very negative, very hypocritical. It's really crazy to me that someone that I think is, positive and really nice has such a negative and angry fan base.
And I would agree with her. Swifties just think that, I've seen multiple comments that Swifties legitimately think that she's bigger than Michael Jackson. And it's fucking hysterical. Men and women of all ages loved Michael Jackson. We all know what a fan of Taylor Swift looks like. You can imagine it in your head. You don't even need for me to say it. I'll say this. She's a Swiftie. Instantly, an image of a particular person who looks a particular way popped up in your fucking head. Hypocritical, very negative. They are. They will. I admire how much they're willing to defend her. They defend her as much as I'm willing to defend someone like Kendrick Lamar, who's my favorite artist. But when you make comments like this,
I think Taylor Swift is Michael Jackson level famous now. Her fame has hit that stratospheric point, and she is officially the Michael Jackson of our time. Michael Jackson is widely considered by, I think, everyone to be the most successful entertainer of all time. God level famous. People worshipped him, would faint at the sight of just seeing him. Or she had too many poppers. Let's just look at the facts of what's happening right now. She is the highest grossing tour of all time that is going to make her a billionaire. And that's extra impressive because unlike other artists who have accumulated massive riches like Rihanna or Ariana Grande from selling product, Taylor has made her billion just by her music sales. That's crazy. The sale of her tour tickets literally broke Ticketmaster, sent Live Nation to the Senate to investigate the whole company.
y'all know what's funny? Y'all remember earlier when I said to picture a Swiftie in your mind or a Taylor Swift fan? Literally in the background is the image of what I imagined. And I'm watching this video after I made that comment.
Anyone who didn't get to go to this record-breaking tour would actually just sit in the parking lot. Even though there were 70,000 seats 3 nights in a row, there still wasn't enough spots left. So 20,000 people plus would just stand outside just to be able to hear Taylor Swift sing.
I mean, there's a dude there. But like I said, people of all ages are into Michael Jackson. It seems like a particular kind of gender and specific age are into Taylor Swift. That's why I don't care how much money. I mean, Michael Jackson made probably billions. Michael Jackson's success is, to me, almost untouchable. I mean, there's only certain few into that category. These kind of fans overhype the fuck out of Taylor Swift. Again, Michael Jackson didn't have all the advanced social media that Taylor Swift had. Can you imagine if they had Twitter and all that bullshit when Michael Jackson was on his come up or when he was in his prime? Really? And you really think that their level is the same? Come on now. I'm going to be honest. Y'all overhype Taylor Swift way too fucking much. I'm not saying that her music is bad. Y'all just overhype the fuck out of Taylor Swift. Y'all do.
Just to be able to hear Taylor Swift sing. The money this tour has brought in is worth more than the GDP of 50 countries. What? She isn't just the music industry. She's the economy. She should just start her own country so us Swifties can get the out of America.
That's the best thing that man has said this entire fucking video. I agree. We should all be rooting for that. I mean, I think the world would really be a better place. I think the rest of us in the United States would really come together to allow that to happen. I'm on board if y'all are. But it was this woman that I saw on TikTok that caught me earlier, and the comment that she made. This is where we need to draw the line and really explain this to someone who is a Swiftie.
So I'm starting to hate Travis Kelce because I feel like he's using Taylor for clout, and I need to be told otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, it's stuck in my head now, and I need to be told that that's not the case.
He was well famous before Taylor Swift, and after Taylor Swift, he's going to be just as famous. It didn't matter. He's possibly the greatest tight end of all time. Of all time. And if not the greatest, he's definitely in that debate somewhere. He is the second most popular person on the Kansas City Chiefs, which are probably the face of the NFL as a team. There's no fucking way this bitch believes this. And using her for clout? I mean, if anything, she's probably using him so that she can have another song to fucking write after they break up. I mean, I made the comment earlier. Every fucking person she's ever been with and broke up with, a song has magically come out about that particular person like a week or two afterwards. It's not like it's another song that she was working out before. I feel like, honestly, she uses the way she talks about some of these men in her songs, it's almost like she's a fucking man hater. To be honest with you, it's like she uses all these men in order to come up with the material for her music. If anybody's using anybody, it's definitely not Travis. Like I said, he was famous, well famous. He's the most popular tight end in the league. He's the best tight end in the league. He's been to multiple Super Bowls. His jersey sales were doing just fine without Taylor Swift. And if this is how the most of you Swifties feel, don't buy his fucking jersey. Don't. But I guarantee fucking the majority of you fucking Swifties will buy the fucking shit just to also say that you're a supporter. And as soon as she breaks up with him, because it's gonna happen, you're gonna be burning the shit or throwing the shit in the trash, and we're gonna see it all over fucking TikTok. And honest to God, we don't care. But to say that he's using Taylor for clout, get the fuck out of here. Her popularity and fame may be more than someone like Travis Kelce, but I promise, honey, he was well famous and quite popular before he met even fucking Taylor Swift. I guarantee it. We all know it. And another thing is I kind of want to note, nobody gives a fuck that Taylor Swift is at the Kansas City games. For the past 2 weeks of watching the Kansas City Chiefs games, anytime they get the chance, they fucking pan the camera over to Taylor Swift like us dudes at home give a fuck that she's there. Why? Probably because the majority of you fucking women who weren't watching football before are now watching it now, and that's the only way to appeal to some of you retarded ass motherfuckers. So I'm just being honest with y'all guys. That's the only way to keep you guys going, or the chance that you might see the camera turn slightly to the left and you know that Taylor's there and acknowledge, hoping that you get to see her again in maybe 30 minutes when Travis Kelce scores a touchdown. And I'm just being honest, and I'm speaking up for all the dudes at home. NFL, we don't give a shit that Taylor Swift's there. And regardless, at the end of the day, we're your true fans. I'm telling you, whenever she breaks up with him, all the Swifties will be gone. They won't be watching anymore. and neither will she be at the games attending. So I'm just throwing it out there, and I just thought a couple things just needed to be said. I probably went on too far, but hey, y'all let me know down below. I'm going way too much into this video. It was originally about that other bitter old woman who is the ex-girlfriend of Travis Kelce, and then the guy who thinks or claims that she's more popular than Michael Jackson, and then this four-eyed motherfucker right here who I needed to just address some issues to. So, but I mean, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me, folks. Y'all let me know down below. Was I too harsh? Am I missing a couple things? Make sure to inform me down below. Leave your comments, as all comments are greatly appreciated, whether good or bad. All criticism is constructive, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, that's going to go ahead and do it for me, folks. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as this really does help out the channel moving forward. Until next time, peace.